ADC challenges President Tinubu to inform Nigerians real reason for service chiefs sacking. Ogun resident protests as IBEDC rejects community-funded transformer. Federal government raises health insurance enrollment to 20 million, target 44 million by 2030. And other foreign saying Ivorians vote in presidential election with incumbent Alassane Ouattara strong favorite. Good evening, this is News at 7 on West Spring Television. My name is Tomilola Daniel Adejuwon. The African Democratic Congress ADC has questioned President Bola Tinubu's sack of service chiefs, asking the Nigerian leader to tell citizens the real reason for the action. The ADC, one of Nigeria's opposition party, admitted that while President Tinubu has the power to take the decision, the move is sudden, especially following reports of an alleged coup. The ADC, in a statement by its spokesman, Bolaji Abdullahi, said its position remains that the federal government owes Nigerians a categorical explanation about what truly happened. President Tinubu on Friday reshuffled the security chiefs, removing General Christopher Musa as the Chief of Defense Staff. He replaced him with General Olufemi Oluyede, a former Chief of Army Staff. The move followed reports of an alleged coup, leading to the arrest of some military personnel. A claim the presidency has described as untrue. Both ADC has questioned Tinubu over the sack of the service chiefs, alleging that the government appears to have been distracted by the coup report. The party further argues that the near wholesale change in the leadership of the country's military, if anything, would only further promote rumors and conspiracy theories. In the meantime, the Bauchi State Police Command has arrested a suspected kidnapper and rescued 2 minors abducted in Tilden, Fulani, the Toro local government area of the state. The command's public relations officer, Ahmed Wakil, disclosed this in a statement issued on Saturday. According to him, on Thursday, one Aliyu Hamisu of Tilden, Fulani, reported to the Divisional Police Headquarters that his children, Halima Hamisu and Muhammad Aliyu Hamisu, were kidnapped by an unknown individual while waiting for the school bus along the main road in Tilden town. It is disclosed that upon receipt of the report, detectives led by the Divisional Police Officer, CSP Kisaba Rimanyang, immediately swung into action, visited the scene, and initiated a criminal investigation protocol. It revealed that preliminary investigation showed an eyewitness saw a man on a tricycle pick up the children. Later, the suspected kidnapper contacted the family. After negotiation, he agreed to collect 1.2 million naira after initially demanding 50 million naira as ransom. The police image maker added that acting on credible intelligence, detectives strategically condoned off the area, leading to the arrest of the suspect while collecting the ransom. Still with security, the Niger State Police Command says it has arrested 10 people for thuggery and recovered dangerous weapons in Mina and Katangura local government areas of the state. This is contained in a statement by the command's public relations officer, SP Basiu Abiodun, on Saturday in Mina. The spokesperson said on October 23rd, police operatives attached to A Division Katangura conducted a sting operation at Tudun Wada area of Katangura, where 3 suspects were arrested. According to him, the suspects are Abdullahi, Fahad Abubakar, and Nasiru Aliyu, out of Tudun Wada area, Katangura. He explained that the suspects were arrested with a large quantity of suspected cannabis, 2 knives, and a pair of military trousers, noting that investigation was ongoing. In another development, it is disclosed that operatives attached to Central Police Station, Mina, on October 21st and 23rd, raided some hideouts within Mina metropolis, arresting some suspects. Turning to politics, Governor Chukwuma Soludo says his administration has greatly improved the security situation of Anambra State. He said this while addressing supporters during the All Progressive Grand Alliance governorship campaign rally in Orumba, Norfolk government area, this afternoon. He further stated that in terms of infrastructure, the state is witnessing what it has never seen before.
See, a revolution is on. Anambra is on the rise. We're not talking here about the five key pillars, the security, law, and order. And Anambra is now back as one of the safest, if not the safest state in Nigeria. When we came in, 8 local governments were totally no-go, including this one. I know the kind of campaigns we had in 2021. Today, the other day, we were at Ihiala to celebrate the liberation of Ihiala. No candidate could campaign in Ihiala 4 years ago. No single one. Even with us, with the incumbent, nobody could dare enter Ihiala. Are we talking about infrastructure and economic transformation? Anambra is seeing what is never seen before. Or roads, called bridges, or flyovers, called double lane, or dual carriage. We are going all over the whole state. And now you are going to see one. Over 1,000 kilometers of roads, with about 800 completed without stone bays and so on, quality that Anambra has never seen before. Is it our human capital, health and education? We are national leaders. Anambra is on the rise. We have a contract with the future. With every child born in Anambra, we have a contract. From the womb to adulthood, we'll give them opportunity to not just thrive, but to excel. We have revamped and refurbished our public schools, and they are now national champions. In this year's President's Award to schools, Anambra Public School was adjudged the best school in Nigeria. This was about 2 or so Sundays ago.
Moving on, a resident of Iriakari community in Ilison Remo, Ikena local government area of Ogun State, today protested the refusal of officials of the Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company to connect their transformer to the national grid after spending over 11 million naira on its installation. The protesters with placards with inscriptions such as Iriakari community is tired of pitch darkness. IBEDC connect lights to our transformer, amongst others. They lamented that erratic power supply and frequent blackouts had paralyzed business activities in the area and worsened insecurity, leading to incidents of robbery and other criminal activities. Speaking during the protest, the secretary of the Iriakari Community Development Association, Taiwo Idowu, in the process of solving the power supply challenge, Honorable Oladipupo Adebutu donated a transformer to the community in 2018. It is close with that they invited officials of IBEDC to inspect it. They checked and certified it for use, so the community began raising funds among itself for the installation. However, the public relations officer of IBEDC, Ogun Region, Yomi Bada, refuted the community's claim, saying the company was not contacted until the transformer had already been installed. He said when IBEDC technical crew inspected it, they discovered it was a refurbished transformer, not the type used in the distribution network. In another development, the federal government has raised healthcare insurance enrollment to cover about 20 million Nigerians and is working to reach 44 million citizens by 2030. The coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Mohammed Pate, disclosed this in a post on X on Saturday, noting that development reflects President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda and the country's steady progress towards universal health coverage, while providing an update on Nigeria's progress in expanding access to quality and affordable health insurance. It said in 2024, Nigeria broke its enrollment record with more than 2.4 million new people insured, bringing total coverage to about 20 million Nigerians. He noted that the new healthcare policy is the surest path of reducing out-of-pocket expenditure, which still represents about 70% of total health spending. The minister added that social health insurance schemes now account for 90% of all enrollment nationwide. The Nigeria Governors Forum (NGF) has congratulated President Bola Tinubu and the people of Nigeria on the country's removal from the Financial Action Task Force (FATF), the grey list. The forum's chairman, Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak of Kwara State, in a letter to the president, said the milestone was a testament to the president's leadership and unwavering commitment to strengthening governance, transparency, and institutional integrity in the nation. He asked that it also underscores the impact of the reform agenda championed under the Renewed Hope administration, anchored on fiscal prudence, anti-corruption, and the restoration of Nigeria's global standing. The forum said the exit from the grey list restores international confidence in the country's financial system and strengthens the foundation for inclusive growth, responsible governance, and sustainable development. The Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, NFIU, on Friday announced the official exit of Nigeria from the Financial Action Task Force's list of jurisdictions under increased monitoring, commonly known as the grey list. A civic tech organization, Urban Alert, has launched the first ever mining-based artificial intelligence, AI, in Nigeria. The unveiling came as the non-governmental organization, which seeks to encourage transparency in Nigerian governance, celebrated its 5th anniversary in Osogbo, Osun State. Isaac Aloba has the details.
Linker is an AI chatbot that provides information on government agencies so citizens can report issues directly to the government instead of wasting valuable time through bureaucratic clogs. Mindtrix, however, is another AI chatbot that provides common Nigerians with every available information on Nigeria's mineral resources and all information on the mining sector. While speaking, the team lead, Urban Alert, Anthony Adejuwon, stated that though the organization cannot force the government to do what's right by Nigerians, they can engage the government and citizens in discourse to link grassroots problems with the appropriate government agencies. This drive to ensure the citizens' concerns reach the government led to the unveiling of Linker.
The reality is you can't force government. You can only engage government. And we understand that government is made of humans that has strong reasoning capacity. When they are well engaged and you make them to see the reality, they should do it, not being forced to do it. When people are being forced to make impact, it's no more impact. What has evolved into an artificial intelligence world, and this is why we need to also move. Yes, we may not be at the same level with the rest of the world, but we are moving there. And artificial intelligence in this age speaks truth to power. Artificial intelligence in this age, engulf the hearts of the young people. In Nigeria, we have a lot of young people that are active, and that is why, as an organization, as a civic tech organization, we've been able to develop this solution and ensure that the young people get to know what is happening within the mineral and mining sector.
In a keynote address, Professor Nkem Torimiro from Obafemi Awolowo University explained that the organization's structure has helped prevent wastage of billions of naira since the organization uses real-world data to arrive at conclusions.
On the field, which they did as well, they did surveys, observations, they interviewed people, they did all sorts of to get information that are required for implementation. So then the focus is representativeness, real-world context, because they went out to meet the actual people that are involved in this.
Speaking with relevant stakeholders like Folusho Adedigba, who is a communications expert and a member of the Ijesha Mineral Resources Development Forum, he explained that the organization was helping to hold miners accountable to the people who reside in communities where these companies hoodwink locals without fair compensation. Meanwhile, the representative of the disability rights advocates, Fumilayo Abdullahi, explained that the ease of access of the Linker chatbot will ensure that people, regardless of disabilities, can get the best out of government.
Some of the things that Urban Alert has been fighting for is to have responsible mining, to have legal mining. And I also belong to an organization, IMRDF. It is called Ijesha Mineral Resources Development Forum. That exactly is our focus, that we should stop illegal mining and irresponsible mining around our places. And so the important thing that the government must, one, do its own bit, and must support us in doing our bit, because we are closer to the people in the grassroots and we know who are not doing the things right. So we want government not to allow people not to be the shield of the illegal miners in all these communities. So many miners and mining companies don't do what they're supposed to do.
You can sit at the comfort of your home and lodge a complaint. Before, we don't have anywhere to lodge complaint or say anything about what we see around us that is not okay. But to God be the glory, we can reach out to different MDAs, ministries that concerns your complaint. Like if you want to talk about maybe water or anything, through the help of that mind tricks, we can go through it. It will tell you where to go, who to talk to.
Nigeria is at a critical point in our development process. It is incredible to see organizations like Urban Life play its part in ensuring government transparency and responsibility. It is my hope, all of our hope, that more Nigerians play their own part in ensuring Nigeria's political development. Isaac Aloba, Western Spring Television News.
Minister of Works David Umahi has directed that the Bodo Bunny Road in River State be opened to users by the end of November, with full completion and commissioning scheduled for December. Senator Umahi gave the directive during an inspection tour of federal road projects across the South, and Southeast regions, where he assessed the level of work done by Julius Berger Nigeria PLC on the 37.9-kilometer Bodo Bunny Road. He said the project, which began on October 20, 2017, had undergone several cost reviews, from an initial 120 billion naira to 199 billion naira, and finally to 280 billion naira, following President Bola Tinubu's approval to ensure completion. It is closed that the cost translates to about 7.4 billion naira per kilometer, which is described as reasonable given the terrain and the standard of work being executed. Umahi directed that all barricades be removed by the end of November to allow for partial traffic flow, while monitoring continues until the final asphalt surfacing is completed early next year. He also reviewed plans to install solar-powered street lights, CCTV cameras, and trees along the embankment, noting that the enhancement will be financed from the project's contingency funds without additional cost to government. The Ahmadu Bello University Zaria has dismissed as false a social media video alleging that the institution was involved in developing a nuclear weapon for Nigeria. The Director of Public Affairs Directorate of the University, Mala Awalu Umar, disclosed this in a statement issued to News Agency of Nigeria, NAN, on Saturday in Zaria. The director described the viral AI-generated video as misleading, aimed at misinforming the public about Nigeria's peaceful nuclear energy program. He said the video falsely claimed that Nigerian scientists in the 1980s secretly enriched weapons-grade uranium in Kaduna, and that the Abu researchers obtained centrifugal equipment from the AQ Khan network in Pakistan. The institution's image maker added that the information was baseless, unfounded, and unsubstantiated. Umar said most of the Abu scientists at the Center for Energy Research and Training were still undergoing training abroad as at the 1980s and could not have participated in uranium enrichment. In the meantime, the Guardian Council of Federal University Dotsin Fudma, Katsina State, has approved the appointment of Professor Mohammed Othman as the substantive Vice-Chancellor of the university. The Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Guardian Council, Ali Jatau, announced the appointment shortly after the 36th special meeting held at the Grand Amber Hotel and Suites, Dutse, Jigawa State. The appointment followed the submission and consideration of a report about the Joint Council Senate Selection Board on the appointment of a substantive VC for the university. According to the chairman, the emergence of Professor Uthman followed a rigorous selection process involving 17 shortlisted applicants for the position. The new vice-chancellor, born on 22nd July 1962 in Bindawa government area of Katsina State, he is an agricultural engineer from Ahmadu Bello, Zaria. Moving on, the governor of Katsina State, Dikko Rada, has approved the cabinet's reshuffle involving commissioners and the appointment of 2 additional special advisors. The governor expressed confidence that the reshuffle will enhance coordination, deepen sectoral expertise, and accelerate the delivery of critical programs across education, health, agriculture, youth development, women empowerment, and social welfare. The reshuffle, which takes immediate effect, is aimed at repositioning the administration for improved service delivery and optimal performance across key sectors. In addition, Governor Barada appointed Hajiya Adiza Yaradua as Special Advisor on Nutrition and Welfare Services, and Isa Mohammed Musa as Special Advisor on Cultural Orientation. In a statement signed by its Chief Press Secretary, Ibrahim Mohammed, the governor charged all appointees to remain committed to the vision of his administration's building for future agenda and prioritize service to the people of the state. The Bank of Agriculture BOA said it has secured a $200 million livelihood support fund to boost economic resilience and provide sustainable livelihoods for displaced persons and migrants across Nigeria. The fund, secured in partnership with the International Organization for Migration, IOM, was formalized through a Memorandum of Understanding signed in Abuja. The collaboration aims to tackle displacement, food insecurity, and rural poverty while empowering affected populations to lead their own recovery. It aligns with Nigerians' national development priorities, the Agenda 2063 of the African Union, both of which emphasize resilience, self-reliance, and inclusive growth. The agreement, signed by IOM's Deputy Director General for Operations, Ugochi Daniels, and BOA's Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Ayo Tontiri, is aimed at promoting economic inclusion among vulnerable groups. Speaking during the signing, BOA's Managing Director, Ayo Tontiri, described the partnership as an investment in people and national stability. Still to come, one injured as truck falls off Oshodi Bridge in Lagos State. We'll bring you more on this when we return. Please stay with us.